Hello everyone, this is Tim Rice, your life coach, and today's coaching message is what is wrong with America? And before I start this video, if you are racist in any way, if you believe in a life that doesn't make all people equal, then you'll probably be offended by this video. I understand that when society doesn't give you effective ways of solving its challenges, that we look at unequal ways of gaining advantage over each other. But we're humans, and truly we only can thrive if we treat each other equally, which we've never been able to do. But getting to the point, what's wrong with America? First and foremost, all these mass shootings, men being shot down in the streets because of the color of their skin, everything that you see that is makes you upset or you wonder what's wrong with people are nothing more than symptoms of what's really wrong with America. And I mean everything from the food we eat, to the medicine, to the crime that you witness, to the relationships that you have every day that don't work. It is based on what we depend on. And what we depend on, what we've been indoctrinated into, is a government, is a culture, is a religion, is a society. And this society is corrupt. And we had great heroes that died trying to give you their message. You know, first off, we had Kennedy, you had Malcolm X, you had Martin Luther King, you had Marcus Garvey, you had Gandhi, and they all had the one thing that you wanted in order to become a people of equality, and that was unity. But see, human beings just aren't quite ready for unity yet. But that's the only clear, effective solution for human beings. So in the meantime, what you're witnessing is groups of people trying to get ahead. And that's why you see all the racism, the favoritism, because we all separated. But it's not until we get together on one common cause that we'll be able to really evolve as human beings. And I'm gonna give you a short story that's actually what's going on in my life right now to let you understand how to reach a solution. I go to the gym and I work out with two white guys. And one of them is a Democrat, the other one is a Republican. One of them loves Trump and the other one loves Obama. And me, I'm non-political. But the story I'm trying to say is that we all sit in the gym working out every day, 9 o'clock a.m. And every last one of us have a different view on solutions in the world. And I look at them and I shrug my shoulders, I say, wow, these guys are really lost. But see, their culture, their family history, everything about them is different from me. And at first, I was irritated by these two guys. And I thought about really not working out with them anymore. But then I started to look at what's going on in society and why we have the challenges we have. And it's because people can't be respected for their views and their beliefs. And when they don't view the world as you see it or believe what you believe, you're offended. And you get angry and upset with people. But what you have to understand is that we can agree to disagree with people. Allow people to have their views. But in the end, guess what? Both of my friends believe in equality. Both of my friends believe in being kind and gentle to people. They both have good hearts. And the guy that believes in Trump, sometimes I can't help but think, man, you racist. I say that in my brain. But then I look at how he treats me. And I say, you know something? I'm missing something. This dude sits back and listens to me all day long talk about the struggles of people of color in America. Talk about my story, about how I had to deal with racism. And he never once stopped being my friend. And that touched me because he accepted me for who and what I was. And it helped me to understand him. So I was the student and he was the teacher, because I sit amongst these guys and I have a more elevated view about how to solve my challenges, or the challenges that I seek, or that I see in the world. And so my point about what's wrong with America is that we depend on a corrupt system, and everything that you witness are nothing but symptoms. And the key to fixing America is fixing yourself and unifying and accepting people for who and what they are. But just understand that the people that are open to one human race and equality, those are superhuman natural people. They're kind, they're humble, they're gentle. And this is what we need in America. We need these people to come together and unify. And not just unity, that's when it starts. That's when you can start having effective growth within the human race. Because that's when you start to discuss effective ways to transcend government, politics, religion, media, the medical system. Because everything is designed to separate us and to kill us. And we are so jaded or so unaware of what America is doing or what the systems are doing. This is worldwide, not just in America. You see, first I'm a human being, then I am an American. And within my constitution, in my country, it says that we're equal. But it says it in letters in black and white. But we don't act like we're equal. We treat it in an unequal way. But we, the people, have to enforce it. Our government not going to do it. We have to do it. And if we don't do it, we're going to continue on our downfall. You see, the world really hasn't changed much. It's just being televised. It's just being videotaped. It's just being put on social media. But this is what we need in order to grow and evolve. And yes, we can unite, but I don't mean unite in a way where it's negative. I mean unite in a way where it's effective, in a loving, caring, understanding way. And to keep focusing on different solutions that create separation within, yes, it's a problem. And I'm not saying that we don't need more laws, but there's too many laws, there's too many rules as it is. And some of them rules need to be taken away, and some of them need to be implemented. But if we don't unify, guess what? They're going to do whatever they want to do, and it's going to be the most ineffective way. But to blame gun makers and say that we're going to take money from them because of their guns, okay, so in that case, all these people that's dying of smoking cigarettes, the warning is right there. Are you going to go after the tobacco companies? Or the medicines that people taking is killing them? Why are these companies still out here? Or Monsanto? So these are just ways of making people happy. Here, I'll give you some money, and guess what? You go on with your life. It's cheaper to pay them, so to speak. And we're falling for it. And nothing is really done in an effective manner. So the way that you fix America and what's wrong with America is that we are separated, and everything within the system that we depend on separates us. And that's the agenda. So how you fix it is you unify. You see all the challenges. You see that you've been indoctrinated into a system and you depend on it, but it's corrupt. And that corrupt system is killing us. And so you have to be able to see through the smoke. And I know that this right here is going to offend a lot of people. But all I'm here to do is help people in an effective way. You got to educate yourself. You have to get over believing in a corrupt system. Constantly educate yourself, and you will wake up to these words, and they will become a clear reality in your life. And you, one person at a time, has to have this ideology that I'm talking about. You have to believe that we're all human, and we're all just been influenced in ways that misguide us and to separate us and to make us fight each other. So when a person is not blatantly offensive to you and yelling and screaming at you, and they trying to understand you, let them understand you, and you try to understand them. We're going to have our views. We have different cultures, different religions, different beliefs. But in the end, we all want to be treated equal. And yes, there's an issue with racism in America. But we don't fix it by begging the government to give us money. Reparations. That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard in my life. Yes, they've done it in the past. But how can they give you reparations when they keep doing the same thing to you? You got to wake up. We got to get past that. You want money, and yet they still gunning people down in the street. Mass shootings. Medicine killing people. But you want them to say, I'm sorry. They're not sorry. When you're sorry, you stop doing what you're doing. And then you move to effective ways to solve the solution. You don't keep oppressing people. This is Tim Rice. And remember, we have to unify. But first, we have to educate ourselves and understand what's going on in this world. And you got to do a relentless pursuit of educating yourself and becoming aware of how humans act and behave and how societies control and manipulate us. It's the only way you truly can get ahead. It's about personal development. The world will do what it does. But in the end, if we don't unify, you are responsible to yourself. You got to take care of yourself. And you have to doggedly go after what you desire in the life you want to live, the lifestyle that you want. Otherwise, let the children play. Society is doing what it's been doing. And if you don't actively learn how to be a kind and humble person, that's the only way you can help society, by understanding what they're going through. Not by irritating the situation and complaining. Be an example. Be that beacon of light in somebody's life, in your own life. This is Tim Rice. I hope this video message was helpful. And remember, I'm always here if you need me. Inbox me, and I'm ready to help you. You have a great day.